All right, welcome everyone to a stream. So excited that you are here. Welcome to the Triple T Thursday show. That is tips, tricks, tutorials. Today, good shake, buddy. We are going to be coming at you with the 2023, not predictions, but the letter to the community that was put out from Neil Mohan, which is the new interim CEO of YouTube. So if you're excited for that, let's get into it. I'm excited that you are here. Let's chat all about it. And we're going to go ahead and pull it up. Hello. Bonjour. Hello. How are you? I guess we can also say, what's in your cup? We should do that. That's tradition, right? So I'm going to be sharing this with you and we will read it together and then we can go through what does that mean? And we'll try and figure that out and we'll wade through it together. So let me see if we can get into the screen sharing mode. I don't know which screen it's actually going to share with y'all. I think it's going to share the one where all the windows are, which was my bad. Let me rearrange the windows here. By the way, Dutch Can Jam. How's your week going? How are you? What's new in your world? I'm going to move this window over here. I'm going to move this window over here. You don't know what I'm doing, but I'm telling you that this is what's happening. So I am rearranging all of my windows because I believe that when I go into the screen share, I want to be able to share the correct window with y'all. So let me do that. I think we're almost there. Yes, I think so. So let's go ahead into... Oh, my best friend, Stanley Orchard. How you doing, man? I saw you guys live streaming over on the TubeBuddy support channel, and I didn't want to, but I saw you guys were there, like the four of you, and so I wanted to say hi and everything like that. So I'm glad to see that you're streaming over there. Good to see you. Great to see you. Hey, Discord coach. How you doing, girl? Great to see you. Wow. And Dr. Elo's in the house. By the way, Dr. Elo has a brand new, it's not a GoFundMe, it's a Buy Me a Coffee, trying to get a new ZV-1F. Not the ZV-1, the ZV-1F. So I thought that was cool. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and come over here. I want to do me and screen share. Where's me and screen share? Me and screen share. Come on, wait. Oh, I'm in interview mode. That's my bad. Okay, let's go to the main one and then me and screen share. I think it's going to work. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Oh my God. It's like I knew what I was doing. Oh man. When does that ever happen, y'all? Okay. All right. So here we are with this. And let me just make sure. I know, right? Oh, another day to save. I am so excited. All right. So Neil Mohan is the new lead of YouTube now that Susan Wojcicki has stepped down and announced her retirement. And it's been a long, road for her. It was 25 years at Google and a good 15 or something at YouTube, something like that. So, tell me, how are you all feeling about the retirement of Susan Wojcicki? Because I think it's an interesting thing because for one, and I heard Desiree Martinez talk about this today on the Tube Talk podcast, hosted by my friend Viper. If you haven't checked that out, you can certainly do so. But she was talking about it's a bummer to see one of our own, like a female, at that high of an executive C-level suite type of thing, and then to not have them be up there anymore. However, I also think that sometimes change is good and new ideas, fresh perspectives, all that kind of stuff. And it had been a long run. So I'm curious if you guys and gals have thoughts about it. I would love to hear it. But, and I do want to make sure I acknowledge everyone. Dutch Can Jam, Marcus, Dr. Elo. I think we got everybody, right? I think we got everyone. Okay, so no, you don't have to apologize. But it's fine. It's fine. All right, so here we are over here. I think maybe I could try and blow this up a little bit. It doesn't always work, okay? And I can't scooch it. So here we go. Here we go. A little over 15 years ago, I visited a company with an interesting take on digital video. As I walked through the YouTube small offices above a pizza parlor, I could see the promise of a new platform. Now, one thing that I think is really interesting, well, I find lots of things very interesting, y'all, but let's talk about this. Number one, have you seen TikTok has now tried to institute a 1 hour limit for children on their app. So everyone's just going to sign up with wrong birth dates or something, right? Or you can bypass it. Number two, Biden now has the ability, I think, or Canada also just did this, remove TikTok from government devices and possibly even just ban it altogether, which I don't think he would. But apparently he has some of that power now. He could also start to enact that. But if you haven't listened to Like and Subscribe, comment, like, subscribe, something like that, it's available as an audiobook, as a regular book, if you're into that kind of thing, about the early days of YouTube, you know, from being the dating site to being all of these different things, and how they used to have a team, an internal team over at YouTube that would decide to push go, basically, on someone's video and make it viral. Like they called themselves something like the hot choosers or something. They call themselves a specific thing. And so recently TikTok admitted, or it was leaked, that they also have an internal team that can pick people to like kind of go viral. And people are like, how dare they, blah, blah. And I'm like, y'all are acting like YouTube did not do this like 10, 15 years ago, because they did. They had an entire squadron called the hot team or something like that. And they would go out in these different verticals, beauty or, you know, robots or math and science, whatever. And they would go and decide what videos would be hot. So why not for TikTok and others, right? They decide sometimes to give an extra push or boost to certain videos. So there's that. What's going on over here? Let's see. Oh, Chantel. Hello, great to see you in the chat. We have everybody in the chat today. You guys, so good. So nice. Okay. Oh, look at, see, Stanley's being helpful. Always. They're going to try and CapCut. Interesting. Oh, you know what? That would make sense if they are owned by the same company, just because there's so many integrated templates that feed directly from CapCut into TikTok and back and forth. They're always trying to get you to use that. So I thought that was interesting. You won't get political? No worries. Where's your extra boost? Where's my extra boost, man? So here we go. We're only one paragraph in, y'all. We haven't even gotten very far. Okay. So I've thought about that moment over the past few weeks as my longtime friend and mentor, Susan Wojcicki, transitioned to become an advisor to Google and Alphabet, and I took the helm as the new leader of YouTube. Now, he is not just some person who has, you know, like no experience. He also, I believe that Roberto Blake actually also interviewed him when it was the release and kind of transition into creator music and leading the helm with some of that change. So he's definitely been in this sphere for quite a while and knows what's up with that. So we're going to be talking about that. Oh, you know what? Alex Murdaugh case, I know it's been dragging on for 28 days. And I only know that because I think Emily D. Baker said in an Instagram story or a TikTok saying that it's like, well, day 28's come to a close. And I was like, oh my gosh, that poor girl, has been live streaming all of that, I'm sure, just going bananas with all of the coverage. But okay. I do want to recommend, though, that book, the Like, Comment, Subscribe, just because of the interesting things that you start to learn and hear about the platform, like the big behind-the-scenes lawsuit and everything that was going on with Viacom for like a decade. I mean, it's fascinating. And I actually, on Libby, I only got halfway through it, and I still have to go back and finish it, but I have to request it again. Okay. So here we go. In the earliest startup dates, I saw YouTube's potential. Now I'm incredibly excited to lead it into the future. Now, one thing also with YouTube, not only did they have manual teams that were kind of the hot team, I forget the title of what they were, but they also had a manual review process. And if you think about where we're at now, where it's 500 hours uploaded every minute to the platform, they actually had people who would sit in one of the rooms and they would watch and screen these videos that had been reported or flagged by, remember when there was like the trusted reporter type system. And if it got flagged enough, then a human would review it and then they would kind of make a decision. And then it became this whole thing about where in the spectrum does it lie, and if it would be okay with one person but not another person. And then it also became a really hard thing with copyright and, you know, are they distributing it on this platform? Are they just, just everything like that. And then they said there was psychological damage that was being done to the screeners because they physically had to watch these items. And this is stuff that's going to be self-mutilation and violence and horrific things that should not be put on the internet. And if that is your job, to sit and watch that for 8 hours and make decisions on whether or not those videos should be on the platform, I think it would do something to you psychologically. So now they have these rules, so many rules and automations about, what's going to happen with all of that. It's quite a fascinating story. Again, I would recommend check it out. Pixel P is in the house. Hello. Okay. I spent much of my career at Google and earlier building ad products to help fund content creation across the internet. During my time as YouTube's chief product officer, our teams drove opportunities for creators and developed amazing experiences for viewers. And now as we look ahead to what's next for YouTube, I am confident we'll put our full energy into what matters most for creators and viewers. So today he's giving an update on the key priorities, supporting the success of creators, building for YouTube's for the future, and protecting the community. So if you have seen this, then I'd love to get your opinions on some of this. If you haven't seen this yet, I'd love to get your opinions and thoughts on this. Okay. And I think later they're going to tell you, we have now crossed the threshold for 50 billion views a day on YouTube Shorts. I think we're going to get into that a little bit later, but here we go. Creators and artists are the heart of YouTube, and I'll continue to put them first. In today's challenging macroeconomic climate, we're offering opportunities to grow a business on our platform. YouTube's creative ecosystem supported more than 2 million jobs in 2021 in Brazil, Canada, the United States, Indonesia, Japan, South Korea, France, Australia, Germany, the United Kingdom, India, and Turkey combined, according to research by Oxford Economics. Now, that's a crazy amount, 2 million jobs, but billions of viewers come to YouTube every month to watch billions of hours every day. And more people are creating content on YouTube than ever before. For example, blah, blah, blah. This channel gives us a window into day-to-day activity through the eyes of a Black father and shows the complexity of raising children in an ever-evolving America. And Cafe Maddie shifted last year from becoming a dentist to a full-time food creator. Wouldn't it be funny if you specialized in desserts and all the things that rot your teeth? Okay, so here's how we're working to support the success of creators across the platform this year. By the way, I did not forget, and I still have another week or so to redeem my $15 music credit, and I have selected my song, but I didn't want to play it because it's not available for live streams and any shorts or anything like that, and so I want to actually take you through the process, which we will do next week, of what it looks like to get a song, use a song, and the licensing stuff. And so I have a free song. I picked one out. I thought I would go for a really expensive song, like $10 song, but no, the song that I'm choosing is like $2. But I think I like it. All right. So giving creators more ways to make money. We like that. Leading with money. Thank you so much. So YouTube helps creators build deep relationships with audience. Are you all right, buddy? And offers them more tools to make a living doing what they love. Hundreds of thousands of channels have made money on YouTube for the first time last year, and we're providing more opportunities for creators outside of ads by expanding our subscription business, investing in shopping. You guys hear my dog choking in the back? Are you all right? And continually improving our paid digital good offerings. These options for creators can make an impact, like this South Korean creator who gained over 30,000 members. Whoa! After launching channel memberships just 7 months ago, and more than 6 million viewers paid for channel memberships on YouTube in December 2022, which is an increase over 20% of the previous year. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine 30,000 members, even if it's like a $2 tier? Wow. Wow. I'm going to tell you guys right now, guys and gals, I can tell you how many channel members. I don't even have double digits. I think I have like 7, y'all. I think I have 7 channel members. This person has 30,000. That is insane. Wow. Okay. Hello, KMH family. Hello. Question. Here we go. I'm all done. Is Google and slash YouTube laying off thousands of people like the other tech companies? Have they had layoffs? Yes. Is that across of Alphabet and not necessarily just one department or another? Yes. I mean, and they all have. Amazon has had layoffs. Meta has had layoffs. Microsoft has had layoffs. So every single one of the groups have had layoffs that I've heard of. So, and I think it's almost impossible for a company of all of those sizes to probably not. So, currently right now. So, okay, we're listening to creators. It says, this year I'm looking forward to meeting with even more creators in person and hearing how we can support them on YouTube. Creator feedback is a key part of how we develop products, like a feature that lets creators reach new audiences by adding language tracks to their videos. If you didn't see that video with Mr. Beast on the Creator Liaison channel with Renee Ritchie, it was the episode directly after my girl Gwen Miller was on there talking about YouTube analytics. And you can definitely tell that it was a longer conversation that got truncated down into something more digestible. I would love to see what else was discussed. But Mr. Beast was also on there then the following week and talking about how even though he has multiple language channels, he actually would prefer it, and he's very excited. He's part of the beta program that is allowing creators to upload different audio dub versions of their videos. So instead of saying like, oh, go to, Mr. Beast Mexico or Mr. Beast India, you just go to, his YouTube channel, and then you can select the audio track that you want. And he's like, I think it'd be really cool in the future to be able to, do you guys remember, guys and gals, I don't know if you ever participated in this, where you would listen to a DVD track of like a director or a lot of the actors that were maybe in a movie, and it was like the extra audio track. So you could see what was going on, but then they'd give you little snippets and sneak peeks into something that was going on behind the scenes. I used to totally dig those, and Mr. Beast was like, I would love to maybe, in a year I could revisit the Willy Wonka one and do like a director's dub or something, where I just put in some extra thoughts, a year later. I think that would be really cool. But yeah, so even though he's got all these different channels with millions or hundreds of thousands in different languages, even he was pushing for, I would much rather have one central channel home base and then let them choose. And he's spending, I can't even imagine how much he's spending, because he's getting like famous people in other countries to voice him in other languages. But just an interesting thought. So I know that is something that is in the works. It is probably not going to be available to us regular folk for quite a while, but interesting nonetheless. Okay. Let's see here. We're expanding access to this feature to thousands more creators. Yep. We're also testing it in live streams and shorts. Interesting. A live stream event hosted by gaming creator Ludwig last December included audio tracks in English, French, and Spanish, and the stream broke his YouTube channel record for concurrent views. Very cool on that. I did hear that Mr. Beast was in a Super Bowl commercial. I think he even said that he missed it, but he was in one. Like he didn't get to catch it live, but he was, yes, in one. We've also heard from creators about the importance of broadening accessibility for people who are deaf or hard of hearing. And thanks to long-term investments in machine learning, we now provide automatic captions in more languages. That's great, because it was always limited to the drop-down menu of what was available. And so if you weren't in one of those countries, that was difficult, and it could be very, very expensive for sometimes the creators to upload separate subtitle files for languages, because let's say the US English subtitle file is $1.50 a minute. Foreign language translations are at least double that per minute. And if you can imagine how many languages there are, if you had to upload one for each, whew. Now you could, and I've done a video on it too, you can use the auto translate as long as you have a file that you have uploaded, like an SRT file. So sometimes for that reason, I will export something from Descript and use an SRT file, and then use the TubeBuddy to show me the top 10 languages, and at least try and do that. I think I have a video showing you how to do that. It was like 90 seconds on how to do it. So there is that. And what else here? We also offer machine translated captions for mobile that enable viewers to translate their captions to 16 languages. We know there's a lot more than that though. And YouTube has captioned over 6 billion videos with more than 1 billion users watching videos with captions enabled every day. Now I have heard that almost half or more of the youngins, I don't even know, what do you call you guys? They're the Gen Zers or the young ones, right? So us millennials, we didn't always listen and watch with the captions on, but now I've heard it's just almost the norm to always have captions on. And I have started putting captions on, like when I'm watching a show or something, and just leave them on. It's kind of nice, I guess. I can kind of get with it. But now apparently it's the norm for the youngins, whatever generation that is. So he said they're also listening to creators through increased support. And last year they doubled the number of creators and partners who get live help through chat or email. And over half of the creators are located outside the US. That's great. We've also significantly increased the number of creators who have a partner manager to give strategic tips for success on YouTube. Man, the elusive, illustrious partner manager. I would like to have a partner manager one of these days. It used to be back in the day, I think when you reached over 100,000, you were assigned one. Now I think they're a little bit more selective about how that goes. And you have to have a partner manager if you wanted to get re-enrolled in the YouTube certification program. So if you want to be YouTube certified again, like I was in content strategy and growth and stuff like that, they had these different categorizations for YouTube certification. And you used to be able to self-enroll yourself, and now it's only some businesses and people who are enrolled by their partner manager. So they make it a lot more difficult, even though it's kind of been a deprecated system. Some people are still able to get in, and I know the certificates expire, and they are not necessarily worth that much. It's just nice to get the extra education and have that. So Dutch Can't Jam would like to remind you that if you are enjoying this stream, it would be really cool if you gave it a like and a subscribe. Gently caress that button. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, here we go. So building YouTube for the future. Oh, no, we missed a section. Here we go. So back over here for growing creator communities. Let's see. We have some exclusive streamers. That's cool. And they're building momentum. 2 trillion gaming related views on the platform in 2022. Wow. That's a lot. I forgot they did that. Gifted memberships are something now that not only for gaming channels, but even like for this one, that we have channel memberships on this channel. And I believe now you can gift a membership to someone else as well in the chat. So that's kind of really cool. By the way, we have channel memberships here. You can become a channel member if you wanted to do that and sometimes get exclusive chats and really fun emojis. You could do that. Yeah, it would be nice. Did you see that where earlier it was like 30,000 members? I'm just trying to hit double digits, man. I think we're at 7. So let's see here. We've seen how gifted memberships have connected creators with their communities. This year, we're expanding to mobile. Gaming streamers have brought lots of highlights and memorable reactions that viewers love to clip. Yeah, they have started doing clips. We'll enable viewers to remix clips into shorts and add features that make it easy to recompose the best of gaming content to shorts. And for more on, there's a separate whole vision for gaming in 2023. By the way, if you guys haven't seen it yet, there's also a whole it's not a template. It's not a pamphlet. What is it? It's like a presentation thing about podcasting and how podcasting is moving to YouTube. Eventually we'll support RSS feeds, but like for now, just know that they are supporting podcasting. So if any other people out there are podcasters, this would be, or thinking about starting a podcast, it would be a good time. All right. The future of YouTube. We are investing in the features experiences. Is this bigger for you guys? I'm going to try. Okay. Here we go. Doubling down on streaming and connected TVs, unlocking unparalleled creative potential. Here are a few areas that we are particularly focused on. So 1, viewers, the best streaming and connected TV experience. And all those people who naysayed and said people will never watch YouTube shorts on a television, I have seen it. I have seen it with my own eyes. I have seen it. It's happening. Viewers, the best streaming, let's see here. So from its earliest days, YouTube has fostered community with the viewers, and today we're giving people a better experience to engage with creators and each other. That starts with meeting the viewer where they're watching content. More and more, that leads back to the largest screen in most households, the TV. TV was our fastest growing screen last year, and we're seeing growth and momentum internationally. Interesting. I mean, I guess that could make sense because if you already have a gargantuan amount of mobile traffic, I think it's like 70% of, let's say, traffic is going to be off mobile. To get a substantial increase in that, you have to have a higher plateau than, let's say, if you were at 9% going to 15% television. That, I'm not saying those are the numbers. I'm just saying you need less of a bump. Y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying. So here we go. It says, we're bringing the best of YouTube to the living room, the creators people love, the streaming they want, and the useful features they've come to expect from YouTube. And we recently adapted the mobile experience of Shorts to a TV-friendly format, and we've launched primetime channels, a new way for users to watch content from their favorite streaming services on YouTube. Whatever that means. I don't know what that means. Primetime channels. Have you guys heard of primetime channels? Should we go? Okay, I will open that in a new window because I got to find out what. Yes, and in December, did you guys hear this? They recently announced the NFL Sunday Ticket coming to YouTube TV in primetime. That is a major score if you can get NFL Sunday Ticket. I mean, do you guys remember how DirecTV, I think it was, right, fighting tooth and nail for that for like a really long time? And that was one of the reasons why, some of the only reasons why some people held on to certain like cable packages or whatnot, because of the fact that like that was the only place you could get it. So you could watch multiple games, or, you know, it's not the same as Red Zone. And so Sunday Ticket is a big major deal. So what is this? It says you gifted 10 memberships. What? You did? Isn't there supposed to be like a little thing that pops up? Why isn't there a thing that pops up? Wait, did I turn it off? I'm such a loser. No. It's not off. It just isn't. It just, maybe it doesn't recognize what that is. Okay, well, it says someone was gifted a membership, so we're going to do the new member overlay thing. I did fix the volume so you don't have to like cover your ears, but like here it comes, incoming in 3, 2, 1. I think thank you for becoming a channel member. So thank you so much to Marcus Schaub for gifting a channel membership to someone else. That was really, really cool. It's not 30,000, but it's a start. No, thank you so much. That's really kind of you. That was very nice. So, and if you're feeling like, you know, I can't become a channel member, well, you can still follow me on social medias. There you go. You can do that. And that's free. It's free, y'all. It's free. So thank you so much to Marcus for that. I hope you all said thank you. Don't forget your manners, everyone. Someone gives you a gift, say thank you. So, so Sunday Ticket. And let's see, this expanded partnership with the NFL, and it will help make YouTube the best place to watch football. So subscribers will see features from YouTube TV, like the ability to watch key plays added to the main YouTube app, and creators will connect with sports fans through coverage and commentary. Sunday Ticket will also come with ways to engage with other fans, including comments, chats, and polls, coming later this year to YouTube TV, a new feature that lets viewers watch multiple games at once. Yes, give us that. Yes, yes, yes. None of this red zone stuff where it just switches at the, at the very scoring last moment. Like, no, we want for a little while we were subscribed to Fubo, and Fubo had the ability to do like a side by side, and you could do like multiple games. That was really cool. What is it? Oh, good. I think someone said thank you, right? Yes. Discord Keely says #legend. So Pixelpia has something to say. So let's come back here. Pixelpia, what do you got to say here? It says, I must tell you, since you got me onto Redbubble, my subscriber number has increased by 67% in the last 90 days. Hold on. Oh my goodness, Pixelpia. Wow. And there was more, sorry. Thank you for inspiring. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Oh my God. Yes, one more. I just want to see you all win, man. Whew, yeah. Doesn't it make you feel good? Doesn't it make you feel good when you see that kind of stuff? Fuck yeah. Pixelpia, proud of you. Yes. Loving it. You guys are the best, guys and gals. You guys, we have the best community. We are maybe small, but we are mighty. Love it. All right. It says creators unlocking creativity across formats. Today's creators are continually testing the boundaries of expression, and YouTube offers the biggest creative canvas of any platform. I would agree with that. We're continually expanding it, and we're making creation across formats more amazing so creators have new ways to express themselves and build an audience. YouTube Shorts is giving creators greater reach. It sure is. And Shorts is now averaging over 50 billion daily views. I told you, 50 billion. And last year, the number of channels that uploaded to Shorts daily grew over 80%. And I love seeing how people use Shorts to build community, like creating a safe space to discuss body image. Okay, that's probably a channel. Oh, look, there's Renee right there. Look. Yay. Oh, see, and instead of listening to me ramble on for probably an hour about this, you could have learned what he is going to Cliff Note version of this letter in 60 seconds or less. But you're here, so let's just keep going together, okay? Thank you, Renee. I did watch that, actually. So let's see here. One area creators are increasingly interested in is podcasting. Yes, it is. I just got lazy, y'all. What else is new? I saw some other shiny object. But remember, I used to be doing the podcast recording. I would strip out the audio or just send the video up to my Anchor podcasting page, and it would do the RSS distribution for the audio channels. And then I got lazy and just stopped doing it. But I am going to do that again. Yes. May the force be with you. These are not the droids you're looking for. I did get this one at Disney World. Yes. So there's that. So let's talk about podcasting. And if you guys want, we can go through that podcasting pamphlet thing. If you guys are interested in the podcasting thing, we can do another episode just talking about everything that YouTube has to say specifically about podcasting. We could do that. And let's see here. In fact, YouTube is now the second most popular destination for listening to podcasts, according to Edison. I would believe that because a lot of the podcasting is becoming video podcasting. No worries, Stanley. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you, man. No apologies ever necessary. And let's see. This year, we're going to make it easier for creators and artists to showcase their podcasts on YouTube. The new features in YouTube Studio make it easier to publish podcasts, and we'll also start bringing both audio and video first podcasts to the millions of people who use YouTube Music in the United States, with more regions to come, and later this year, the RSS integration. We'll offer podcasters another way to upload their shows to YouTube and give our users more listening options, okay? And so I had a separate YouTube channel specifically for the podcast. I was trying to, at one point when I was using Restream, I was trying to do them on multiple channels, and then it got messy, and then I stopped uploading to one because I was taking my main YouTube channel and putting it on Spotify, and then that got messy, so I stopped. And so I was really trying to figure out the best way to do this, and I feel like YouTube is going to help me figure it out, so that is going to be fantastic. I was poking around in YouTube Studio, and I did see a specific section about podcasts, and that was brand new. Let me see if I can show it to you. One second. I'm going to come back over. I just want to make sure I'm not sharing stuff I'm not supposed to. Hold on. Creator music. And then there was something about customization dashboard. I'm just trying to remember where I saw it. Oh, it was under channel content. So if we go to this podcast one, I didn't really look close enough at it. But let me share my screen here and we can get into it. And here we go. So if you're in Creator Studio now, there is a section, and this is under the content. So there's a video, videos, live, posts, stories, playlists, and podcasts. So now it says podcast videos are collected under playlists, but create your podcast, then add existing content or upload new videos. So there is now a flow and process. Oh, I should open this in a new tab about learning more about this. So you would hit new podcast, and it says a podcast is a type of playlist. I don't know if you guys can see that. Here we go. Create your podcast, add existing. So you have to add your title, your description, your visibility, upload a square picture. That's going to be your podcast cover art here. Then you would hit create. And then I could take a lot of my streams that were the podcast and maybe shove them over here. So there's that. That would be a nice little feature. I am going to have to experiment with that because I have multiple videos and live streams that became podcast episodes. So maybe I could move them all there, and then I actually could just delete my podcast channel because it only has it has maybe 50 subscribers. But like I said, the episodes are even out of order and it's not quite right. So I would welcome the opportunity to perhaps consolidate it all and not have to worry about that. So, and Stanley says, would very much enjoy the ability to combine my channel with my podcast. Exactly, right? That would make life so much easier. We would love that too. And Adam's Exploit says, I watch YouTube podcasts usually, but sometimes I just listen to the YouTube feed at home and in my car. I rarely listen to podcasts on the platforms. Yeah, honestly. And I really sometimes prefer a video podcast because sometimes you want to see someone's hands and inflections. And sometimes it's a less than experience when you're listening to a podcast that was recorded video, because a lot of the people who are recording podcasts forget that some people aren't seeing what is being shown. If it's documents, if it's, oh my gosh, you guys, look at this. A podcast listener in their car is going to have no idea what was happening. And so not a lot of people are really good at also then describing with their words, and not relying on the fact that someone is seeing it. So auditorially, are they actually explaining what you would be looking at if, you were there? So interesting about that. Here we go. Back to the letter. As we think through our product roadmap, we're not just planning for the next few years. This is a critical moment in the creation of digital video, and we are imagining what the future of creation will look like. Creators want more than just a place to hit upload. That is correct. They need sophisticated tools to grow their ambition across shorts, live, podcasts, and more and more. I think that they're also going to experiment with hosting courses. I really do. I had a sit down with YouTube with a couple of different people. It was a couple of big creators, really big creators, and much bigger than me, much bigger than me. And, we're all talking about, we have our courses on Kajabi. We have them on Thinkific. We have them wherever. And, it would be great if we could have them here. That would be really awesome. And I think they're going to end up starting to do stuff like that. And it could be one-off episodes of something special. It could be an entire series, like a course. I think that is coming. And I think that then maybe even some companies like Patreon or even Uscreen Kajabi memberships also do it that way. They might have something to be a little bit not worried about, but they're going to have to make their product even better to then compete. Because for some creators, they'll just be like, oh my gosh, it's so much more convenient to have everything in fewer places, right? Just like Stanley was talking about. So I could see that happening, and YouTube taking a big chunk out of some of these online learning spaces. That is my opinion. I feel like I really need to download that little meme. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. So, hey, Jamela, welcome. We are going over the 2023 YouTube priorities from Neil Mohan outlined in his letter, and we are only, I think we're more than halfway through. I think we're nearing the end here. So, Where are we at here? This year, we are rolling out a creation tool that lets creators record a short in a side-by-side layout with both shorts and YouTube videos so they can easily add their own take on a trend or join in with reactions. Okay. I feel like they kind of already have some. Well, I mean, you get the first 5 seconds, but okay. And with the power of AI, just beginning to emerge in ways that will reinvent video and make the seemingly impossible possible. Did y'all see I put out a video today, like a real video, like who is she? I mean, I wasn't on screen. I just did a voiceover. It was a screen recording, but I put out a video. Can we, for Shelly? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And if you didn't see it, if anyone out there is a subscriber to Canva, like raise your hand. This is something now that you have access to. If you're on the free version of Canva, I don't know if you'll have access to it. You let me know. But you could do similar, I think, with ChatGPT or something like that. So I did this example. I put it on Twitter. I put it on YouTube today. It's 90 seconds, okay? So take 90 seconds out of your life to watch this video. And it is basically telling you you can use like a Jarvis, a ChatGPT, or now this new service inside of Canva called Magic Write. And it's an AI-based type of thing. So I asked it a very generic question. I was like, how do I be a better dancer, right? And I didn't even look at the answers, okay? It was to prove a point as an example. It's just an example, y'all. And so I took all the answers and I copy-pasted them into a Google Doc. And then I downloaded that doc as a CSV. Because it's only one field, I probably could have just copy and pasted manually, but that wasn't the point I was trying to show you, is that you download this document into a CSV, okay? And then you go find a quote post or something like that on Canva. Let's say you're going to make an Instagram post or something like that. And then you attach the text to the input. And the input is what you're inputting from the CSV file. So you take that text box and you attach it to that quality, right? We'll call it that. And then you hit continue. And let's say it's just one quote post. It will duplicate however many points you have. So I said 10 ways to be a better dancer. And I can make 10 slides, each one that has a point in it. So watch the video. Like I said, 90. It takes me longer to explain it, okay? And then you can go ahead and make a carousel. You could post one a day. You could do whatever you need to do. You could ask it for, 28 tips for a better morning routine. Post that as a challenge and just post one every day on Instagram to your story or something, right? There you go. You have 28 pieces of content, one for every single day based on something that AI was going to help you with. Then y'all remember when we were talking about Descript and all of these different things like Jasper? I still think, to this day, and I should do it. I should just do it. We should generate a script about something. And then we should have Jasper or ChatGPT create that script. And then I'm going to import it into Descript and have my computerized Shelly voice do it. And then I'm going to go to Pexels and just download some sort of free background video. And then I'm going to throw that audio on it, make a podcast out of it. Oh, y'all, I mean, the possibility is just endless. Anyways, sorry. The point was, if you have access to Canva now, you have Magic Write, use the prompts. Maybe you want to check the answers. I did not check the answers. I just was showing you the example. You attach that value into an object, like a text object, and you hit create. And if you don't like all of the 10 tips or something, you can just uncheck the ones you don't like and then just have it create the ones that you do like. Download them, post them, whatever you want to do. I think it's now integrated. You can post from Canva and schedule it. So you could basically probably schedule all of your content out for like a week. My God. Anyways, that took literally 4 minutes and I truncated it down to 90 seconds to show you. But like you could do that in 5 minutes and have content for a week, 10 days. All right. So take 90 seconds out of your day. Go watch that video if you want to learn how to do it. And there we go. Creators will be able to expand their storytelling and raise their production value from virtually swapping outfits to creating a fantastical film setting through AI's generative capability. Well, excuse me, what? We're taking the time to develop these features with thoughtful guardrails. Good. Stay tuned in the upcoming months as we roll out tools for creators as well as the protections to embrace this technology responsibly. Good on you for saying that. Embracing the technology responsibly. Yes. Yes. Yeah, so Pixel P is saying, yeah, if you're on Canva Pro, you can schedule them directly to be published on social from Canva. See, there you go. You don't even have to pay for Hootsuite or any of those other types of things. Schedule them out, call it a day, man. Take a Sunday, do an hour's worth, and, schedule out all your content. Here we go, protecting the YouTube community, okay? As we continue to innovate, nothing is more important than living up to our responsibility to protect our community. We are investing in the teams, technology, and systems that ensure creators and viewers have the safest experience on YouTube. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Tell us more about that. It's so funny. We always talk about, the porn bots and the spam bots and the giveaway bots and all that stuff. Y'all, remember that report that I was showing you about how many comments are removed, how many are flagged from independent people, how many are automated? I will pull that up and show you. Okay, I will show that to you. One second. Let me switch screens here. Hey, Tech King Mike in the chat. Great to see you. How are you? Great to see you. One second here. YouTube stuff, community guidelines, enforcement. Let me show you guys this. So, as much as we all want to bitch and moan and complain about what YouTube doesn't do right, let's talk about this. This is the YouTube Community Guidelines Enforcement Report. You really got to go down a rabbit hole to find this. Okay, I have it starred. I couldn't even tell you anymore how to find it, but if you want it, I can. Anyways, let's just chat about this real quick. So, remove channels by the numbers. So between April 22nd and June, let me blow this up for you guys a little bit. Here we go. Between April 22nd and June 2022. Okay, so this is every quarter that this comes out. Let's see if we have anything more recent real quick. Here we go. July through September. Boom. Holy, but Jesus, hold on. Look at this. Almost 4 million channels that were removed. But between July and September 22, almost 6 million channels. Okay. So it says when a channel is terminated, all of its videos are removed. The number of videos removed during this time period due to the channel level suspension was 207,833,024. Okay, so here are the reasons. This is fascinating, okay? So the majority of channels that get removed on YouTube are because of spam, misleading, and scams, okay? The ones you would think it's all, adult stuff. No, the nudity and all that stuff is only 193,000 or 3.3%. So there's Trenton's Tech is in the chat too. Oh my gosh, you guys, we have the best chat today. Hell yeah. Oh my gosh. It's so good to see every single one of you. You guys, like I said, we are a small community. We are mighty and we are the coolest. We are the coolest group. I'm telling you. Child safety here is the yellow one, and that's 105,000, which is 1.8% of the channels. And then it's harassment, cyberbullying is 1% at 59,000, violent or graphic at 51,000, less than 1%. Okay, so if we come down here and we say videos removed by the numbers, we have 5,603,709. Oh wait, let me just make sure I'm in the, yes, we are in the right time frame. This includes automatic flagging, but if we take out automated flagging, check this out, 306,000. That's how many things are coming through in automation. Like, I don't know if you could program, okay, let me put this in perspective here. Remember when I told you before that YouTube had a team that just had to watch all of these awful, technically T, I didn't know you were here. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Wait. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I did not ignore you. I just didn't know you were in here. Okay, wait, look at this. Look at this. Oh wait, let's make ourselves bigs for this. Shoot. Look at this. Look how pretty it is. Look how pretty it is. Y'all see this? T gave me this. I came to one of his live streams and he was nice enough to gift me this. So what's funny is I'm actually selling this phone and this phone and Where's the other one? Oh, it's out there. So I'm selling the Pixel 6a, I'm selling the Pixel 7, and I'm selling the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra because I have my eye on this laptop. Okay. Confession time. I already bought the laptop that I'm selling these phones that I need the money for, so someone really needs to buy these phones, okay? Because I thought I was just going to wait until I got the money, and then I got a little antsy thinking that they were going to sell it to somebody else. So I was just like, F it, I'm going to buy it. And so now I really need to sell these phones. But all of that being said, when I listed this phone, I said you'll get like 3 cases, but I didn't say that you would get this case. Like, I'm keeping it. Like, even if I don't have this phone, I will still keep this case. It means that much to me. So I just want you to know, oh my God, El Jefe Reviews is in the house too. Oh, you guys. Oh my God, you guys are the best. I'm so glad that every single one of you is here. You guys, awesome to see all of you. So let's pop back into this really quickly. So we're going to talk about YouTube automations and everything. I know everyone wants to take a piss at YouTube and be like, oh my God, they don't do anything. However, let me just put this in perspective for y'all. Remember that team that was sitting above the office in the pizza place and they were having psychological damage done to them, having to watch all of these videos that people had flagged, the trusted reviewers had flagged, and then being seeing horrific stuff. Now they have more safeguards in place, and so it's a little bit more automated. But let's talk about how many of these videos you can imagine trying to do this manually with humans. It would never happen. Okay. They would have to hire hundreds of thousands of people just to review. And then we would have even more millions of people with psychological damage out there in this world. Okay. So let's talk about this real quick. The automated flagging, right? 5 million, basically 300,000. So there's only 300,000 from humans, 5,300,000 done automatically. Okay. So videos removed by views. This is how many views maybe that they had. And so they take them out. And this is why the videos get removed. Let me blow this up for you guys a little bit. Here we go. We have a lot with child safety, violence, nudity, harmful. Okay, we got some stuff. Let me get you guys down to the comments, okay? Let me get you to the comments. This I think is fascinating. Let me zoom out just a tiny bit so you can see what we're talking about here. This is by the region. So you want to see who is spamming the most and the worst types of videos. Check it out. And when you look at this, the top one is equal and is equivalent to the next 3 added and combined. You know what I'm saying? So India, who ranks number 1 in this one, has 1.7 million videos removed. And you would have to basically add all of the videos being removed from Indonesia, the United States, Brazil, and Russia to equal the same amount of videos. That's just how much garbage is coming from the videos that are coming out of India, whether that is from some sort of farm. I don't understand, but it is significantly higher than anything else. And if you think about it, it also tracks different stuff if you watch Scammer Payback or, all kinds of stuff, there's a lot of shady stuff that has also happened in some of those call centers. I don't know if it's just also because it has a very large population where then it also is a population thing. I don't know, y'all. If you guys have theories, I would love to know theories. I would love to know why that is. I don't understand it, but it is more than the next 4 combined. It's crazy. Okay, here we go. This is the good one. We're getting into the comments, y'all. We're getting into the comments. Okay. So remove comments by the numbers. So when we look at the total number of comments removed, it's 737.5 million, right? There is no team of humans that is going to be able to do that. So you're going to shit your pants. Maybe you're not. Okay. You're just going to be surprised. Here is the automated flagging versus the human flagging. Okay. So every time when you are like, oh my gosh, those bots, here they come again. Let me flag this comment. Here's what that means. 1%. 1% of the comments that are removed and the first source of detection is coming from humans. 99% of it is coming from the automated flagging and the programming and the bots that YouTube has programmatically put into place to try and safeguard and put in protections. That's actually higher than it was before because it used to be less than 1%. Let me go back. So when it was here, it was also 1%. Still 1%. Okay, so they're rounding up, but still. And you guys don't even get it. This is only in a 3-month period. 737 million comments in 3 months. Okay. And if we go back, 754 million in the 3-month period before then. Okay. So if we are averaging, look at this, 940. Oh, you guys can't see the number because I zoomed. I'm sorry. Let me scroll. 943 million here, right? And then we go back the period before that, 754 million. Here, see, you can see the numbers changing. I'm not making it up. 737 million. Okay. And if we go back, here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Cause this is in that prime time of, right, when more videos are being viewed, more people are watching, all that kind of stuff. 1.26 billion comments, with the human flagging being responsible for 1%. Okay. Which is still a shit ton, but it's never going to be more than the 99%. Okay. So these are just insane numbers when you look at it. So even when you're like, oh, wow, how come the porn bots are still out? And like, okay, there's nothing that's, they're getting a lot of them. Okay. They're getting a lot. And again, keep in mind that 1.26 billion was only in a 3-month period. So you have to add all 4 quarters, right, to get that yearly annual number. But just keeping that in mind. Okay. Stanley Orchard, you're a liar. You said you were leaving, but you're still here. So, Trenton's text says there's a lot of channels, there that steal content and end up getting 3 straight. Oh, you know what? Okay. I could believe that because some of the videos from my channel have also been stolen. Both, most of the times they're actually from India as well. So, India is a massive market. Yeah. Oh, no, for sure. They definitely are. And they have a large population there, and they have, yeah, absolutely. It's why I'm doing my best to cover some of the brands available there. Oh yeah, that would be smart. Okay. Since I have some of my tech gentlemen in the chat, I'm going to put my 2 cents in on this that nobody asked for, but it's my show and I can do what I want to. So I'm gonna. And I would love to hear your opinion on this. So there was some stuff going down. Oh, actually, I think one of the people who was involved is in this chat, talking about how they didn't want to review certain types of phones because maybe they're not sold as much here in where they are. And someone else had a problem with this and then made it known that they had a problem with this. And I'm like, first of all, if you feel that way, then those are the types of videos that you can make on your own channel. But like, maybe don't come over here and like tell other people what to do with their own channel, because I am a child and I will literally be like, you're not my real dad. You can't tell me what to do. Okay. That's just me. I am a petulant little child. Next. So I believe fully that it is completely allowed for someone on their own YouTube channel to cover whatever they want to cover and to not cover whatever they don't want to cover. Okay. I'm just going to say that. I was more perturbed by this attitude. Oh, that reminds me. One of you, I DM'd you on Twitter and you did not respond to me and you left me on read. I don't even know if they even have read receipts on Twitter. I don't know if that's true. Okay, I'm just going to say I messaged you on Twitter and you may or may not have seen it. And I was just trying to show my concern for you, being like, what happened? And I got nothing. I got nothing back. Okay. But I still rock with you, and I still, oh, you can't even see it with the mic. Okay. Now that being said, this person was saying, God, what was it? Something more like, you can't ignore certain markets. And that could be, like an El Jefe saying like, yeah, I want to talk about these things because they're big in this country. That's a personal choice that he is making, because maybe he's reading his demographics. Maybe he's looking at his affiliate report money. Maybe he just wants to. Okay. That's a personal choice. I don't believe though that anybody owes anybody else a required thing. If I only want to talk about the Samsung phone and the iPhone and the Pixel phone, because that's what's available here, and I'm not thinking Xiaomi, and I'm not thinking, OnePlus, and I'm not thinking some of these because they're not major contenders or players here. That's my choice not to cover them. And it doesn't make me a bad tech reviewer. It doesn't make me partial, sure. But it's also a nuts and bolts like ROI on like, if I talk about this thing and more than half my audience can't even buy it. Like, I know we like to say, oh, the average consumer and stuff like that, but it's true. The average consumer is not going into like the AT&T store or someone and being like, do you have that new OnePlus phone? Or okay, I'm not saying never, but I'm like rarely. I'm sorry. I'm going off on a tangent. Anyways, I was just saying cover whatever you want to cover and don't police someone else's channel. If you feel that way, you just do it on your own channel. And that's my piece on that. And that may get me in some trouble with some people, but that's how I feel about it. Over here. And we're coming back and it says comments removed by first detection was going to be the automated, was going to be 99% of it. Here we go by the removal reason. Let me make it big for you guys again. And it said spam misleading was always the, that's all the prize giveaways, blah, 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 and all that. Harassment was 15%. Child safety was 15%. Hateful or abusive was 6.8%. And they have then these percentages that are so small that you have to try and like suffer through them. But it's like tiny. Okay. What is this? Checks DM. Ooh, looks like more brands who want me to buy a product and get reimbursed. My DMs are more like, dear sir or madam. Like, oh my, they're the worst. Oh my gosh, I should do an entire series about like things that are in my DMs because it is something like, oh my gosh, I deleted actually like 20 of them before I came over here. But it's always, why is it always on Instagram? By the way, Instagram is like my least favorite, least used platform and the one that I get spammed sometimes the worst on. And it's, like buy our jewelry, but don't message here, message our main account over here. So they have all these little sub accounts that like, anyway, okay, the requests. Oh, I think I also get requests to be a sugar baby. Yeah. So this one was like, this one, yeah, and ew. Okay, I can't. I get a lot of requests from sellers to make videos for Amazon because you guys know I make Amazon videos, and so the requests are just out here and redonkulous. So someone was like, "Can you make these?" And they're like little hair barrettes for like $2. And so I have now an automated response, and I get a lot of dear sirs. You're very handsome, or like, dear saves the day. I've seen your content on channel Shelly. And like, I swear, I shit you not. These are like real. We should do a series DMs of anyways. But someone will be like, here's something. Oh, this one's actually a selfie stick. Okay. I have sold probably hundreds of like selfie sticks, but, tripod, 7 different tripods. But anyways, they're like, hey, can you please make videos for us? And some of them, by the way, will try and be like, hey, can you make this video and then leave a review and then do these things and then send us video files? F that. Okay. First of all, now I have a canned response that all I have to do is say, I type in AMZ collab and it does a text replacement with an entire long email basically that says like, thank you for your interest in collaborating with me. My current expected compensation is, I'll tell you, it's $75 per video and free product to be, provided, as well as if you want any rights for the video, it's $1,000 and up, something like that, and for a limited time. And I'm like, if this is agreeable to you, then please send me the specific ASINs that you're selling, and then I can provide you with a shipping address. So all of that, if I type in AMZ collab, will auto generate. And I would highly advise you to set up. Let me show y'all something. If I just open up a here. So if I, hopefully does it do it here? So there you go. So it says SSTD. If I put in, it will change it to Shelly Saves the Day. If I put it, oh, here, I can show you. AMZ collab. So there you go. All of that will automatically pop in. It says, thank you for your interest in reaching out and collaboration, blah, 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 all that stuff. It will automatically generate as long as I put in that text replacement. So I would highly advise you to do this. I have one for like my Zoom link. I have one for my YouTube URL, like the long googly junk 32 character one, because sometimes I have to fill that out for forms for Google and different things like that. So I have an entire list of text replacements. It comes in really, really handy, y'all. I'm just gonna put that out there. Okay, so we got all of these and why they've been removed. We're going to go back to the very end. I believe we're at the very end of this letter here. So when we come back over here, okay. Oh, I know the micro USB charging. Stop it. Lots of variables factored into these content strategy decisions. Yes. Yeah, we got your back in these text streets. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. All right. What do we got here? As we continue to innovate, nothing is more important than living up to the responsibility of protecting our community. We are investing in these teams, technologies, and systems to ensure. Oh, that's how we got back on the thing about comments. So let's talk about this. All of our efforts are critical, but as a parent, I am particularly invested in working to protect our kids on this platform. We're always looking for more ways to make it easier to find family-friendly videos through YouTube Kids and our supervised experience. Again, I'm wondering what that TikTok experience will look like now that they're trying to institute a 1-hour time limit. So we built YouTube Kids to create an environment for kids to explore their interests and give parents the tools to customize the experience for their families. We've also developed protections for people under 18, like defaulting uploads to private. That should always happen anyway. But it's not enough just to be safer for children. We also want the videos they explore to be enriching. We should always have private videos to start with because you want to optimize them. You want to put in your affiliate links. You want to upload your thumbnail later. There's tons of, you want to wait for it to process in 4K or HD. Like, that should just be a given. Just like it should be a given that if you start a new YouTube channel, it should always default to a brand channel instead of that personal channel. And then the second channel that you create defaults to a brand channel. That's bullshit, because if you have to switch later, you lose all your comments. And if you're not on support with chat, you have to be on with someone to get your URL back. So that's no bueno. So they should really just default to that automatically. Okay, here we go. It's not enough to be safer for our children, blah, blah, blah. While no system is perfect, we've put extensive resources into creating multiple layers of protection and lifting up high quality content that helps kids to learn and grow. It says, we also continue to engage with policymakers to share our perspectives on policies that impact our creators and artists. That's probably HB 11 in Canada and elsewhere. Governments around the globe are updating law, yeah, they are, and introducing bills that will shape the digital environment. We're aligned with government officials in wanting to create a safe environment online that also shows and allows for a plurality of voices to be heard. That's why we're engaged in the debate regarding Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act in the U.S., which has fueled the work of our creators and gives us the ability to remove harmful content. Oh, yep, C11, there it is. We're also engaged in discussions about a proposal in Europe that may limit political speech and Bill C11 in Canada that could force us to show content based on government required instead of user interest. All right. Oh, yes, we're at the very end, y'all. Okay, so looking ahead, this is a pivotal moment for our industry. We face challenging economic headwinds and uncertain geopolitical conditions. AI presents incredible creative opportunities, but must be balanced by responsible stewardship. Creators, viewers, and advertisers have more choices about where to spend their time than ever before, and platforms like YouTube need to deliver across a range of formats while investing in the policies that protect platforms from real-world harm. Correct. So I saw YouTube's strength years ago in its offices above a pizza parlor. Its power comes from a shared sense of community that is far more than the sum of its parts. The magic of our platform is that creators, artists, advertisers, and viewers can come together to do something amazing. This is what motivates me and everyone at YouTube to do our best work every single day, and we will continue to do so as we work to make our platform an even better place to share stories, learn new skills, access information, and build community. Because the best of YouTube is yet to come. So there is that from Neil Mohan, the new head of YouTube. So what does that mean? What did they really say here? I'm hearing focus on podcasting stuff, a focus on some gaming stuff, focus on some of the community stuff. What did y'all hear? Anything that you're particularly stoked or not stoked about? Sound off in the comments now. Help us out. And if you're out there still, let me know where you're watching from. I'm always just curious. Let me know where you're watching from. El Jefe, if you're still out there as well, I know that today is 6 months from a very important date, and I'm thinking of you. And I just want you to know that, okay? So when I'm reading this from Neil Mohan, I am excited because he was there specifically at the release and forefront and change when it came to everything regarding music. And we know that the music industry has been slow moving and slowly evolving into things that have to deal in royalties, licensing, and music copyright. And so Again, next week we will dive into what it means to download something from the music library, since I do have one for free. And I will show you what that looks like. Because remember that entire live stream that we did about music, what you can and cannot do with it, and all of the weird intricacies? I'm really interested to see what YouTube is going to do in that sphere, because some of the songs are like, yes, you can use it, but the video has to be over 3 minutes, and it can't be used in live streams, and it can't be used for shorts. But does that mean that song would still be available inside of the music library for shorts for a different rev split? You know what I'm saying? Like, I have so many questions and like weird edge case scenarios that I really want to put through the ringer. You know, when they're saying like, you can't make lyric videos, you can't make, you know, all these things. And I'm like, who's going to enforce this? And then be like, you are violating the new music content policy. Like, how strictly are they going to do that? Because I don't feel they've done a very good job in illustrating what the can and cannots are when it comes to music. Because some people just think, oh, I can use any song now. And it's not true. It's not true. And there's lots of different ways. Like, if it's a sponsored video, it might be okay. But if it's a whole bunch of like montagey B-roll clips that makes it look like it's an advertisement, which technically a sponsorship sometimes is, but set to music of a certain, then it's not okay. And where is that line and distinction drawn? And who is viewing that to make the decision, right? I'm curious. I have so many questions. I have so many questions about what does that look like? So many questions. So, you know what? Shout out to the KMH family. They're the only ones who participated in audience participation and letting us know where they're watching from. I guess I could I'm coming to you from Seattle. Just going to put that out there. Yeah. So many interesting things. I'm curious to see what happens with the NFL like thing, because I don't even, did they disclose how much money that it cost to buy that? Thank you, Just Can't Jam. Yeah, Canada, your home and native land. You're using, Epidemic. And I remember someone, was it Marcus, that originally had asked in the live stream about everything YouTube didn't tell you about using their music. I don't believe that things like Epidemic or Audio Hero or, Audio Jungle, they're not going away, because there are multiple countries where these music tracks are not even available. And then there are, lots of times, like if you want to do a live stream, a lot of the songs aren't usable for that. And the songs are very limited in not only how you can use them, but how many there are. Because in some of the genres and categories, if you look under moods, there's only like 23 songs. So there's only, there's only so many songs that you can choose from for the purchase and license. There are some more in the rev share model, but just an interesting. Thank you. We're guilting everybody into participation. I'll take it. Kicking, dragging, screaming across the finish line. Thanks, y'all. Thanks, y'all. You guys get your own clap for that. I'm so proud of all my friends today. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay, we're over time today. So I just had so much fun with all of you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate every single last one of you. Congratulations to some of our newest channel members, because Marcus gifted channel memberships to you. In fact, I think there was more than one channel membership gifted. So let's play the ditty one more time on our way out. Hold on. Let me get it queued up for you guys. Here we go. New members. Doc Rock. Doc Rock's so amazing to see you. You know what? There's no better way to end a live stream than a super chat. So let's boogie and let's celebrate our super chat here. Let me pick a song. Let me get my song. Okay. And we'll do a little boogie. Thank you so much, Doc Rock. Here we go. We're going to do Run from the Fever. Here we go. Run from the fever, man. you so much, Doc Rock. You're just awesome. It says, I got to show you this. It says, pair character jumping up and down and saying, #1 fan. Thank you, Ecam, for the way that it interprets that. Aloha. Oh, look, it's corn. It's a big hunk with knobs. It's got the juice. Can't imagine a more beautiful thing. It's corn. I can tell you all about it. Okay. Thank you everyone for hanging out with me. You guys, I had the best time. If you have questions, comments, concerns about the letter from Neil, you should probably, add him. He's on Twitter, but you can also leave it as a comment in this chat too. And I'm trying to respond to a whole bunch of comments now as shorts. So if you leave a comment, I might just respond as a short because don't you threaten me with a good time. I will deliver on that. All right. Thank you, everyone. I will see you in a video next Thursday. But also, if you have 90 seconds, go check out the video that I put out about the Canva AI creation stuff. All right. Have a great night, y'all. I will see you next week. Bye.